Good day candidates, let's continue. In this video, I will be showing you how the SPM English language paper speaking test is carried out. I am pretty sure you will be more enlightened after you watch the sample videos of each part of the speaking test. Before we start, let's quickly refresh what we already know about the speaking paper. There will be 3 parts in the test. Part 1, the interview. Part 2, the individual long turn. Part 3, the discussion. We will start with Part 1, the interview. In the first phase, the interlocutor will ask basic questions to let you introduce yourself. Let's watch the video.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Puan Alawia and this is my colleague Puan Noshazwani. She'll just listen to us.
Okay.
Alright, what's your name?
My name is Muhammad Helmi and you can call me Helmi.
Alright, and what's your name?
My name is Nurain Farhana Alia, but you can just call me Ain.
Alright, thank you. Helmi, where do you live?
I live in the Sabingira Putra.
Okay, and you, Ain, where do you live?
I live in Precinct 8 Putrajaya.
Alright.
In the second phase, the interlocutor will then select one topic for you to talk about yourself. The question asked for both candidates might be different.
Now I'm going to ask you about your daily routine. I'll start with Helmi. What do you normally do after you wake up?
I read a novel and I also watch some television show.
Okay. Ain, what do you usually do after coming back from school?
I usually stay at school most of the time, either doing my chores as a librarian or studying.
Okay. Helmi, how do you spend your leisure time?
I play games with my family and friends and I also study with them.
Alright. Ain, what do you do on weekends?
I would usually go out with my family to places or go shopping with them.
Okay.
Moving on to Part 2, the individual long turn. In Part 1, you and your partner are interviewed separately. Now, each candidate has a long turn of approximately 1 minute to talk about a topic. This is followed by a response of approximately 20 seconds from the listening candidate to a question linked to the theme. Which means, after you have responded to your question, your partner will be asked one question related to your topic. And when your partner have answered his or her question, you will be asked to respond similarly. Here, you must also pay attention to what your partner talk about. Let's watch the video to give you a clear review.
In this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you a topic. And I'd like you to talk about it on your own for about a minute.
Okay.
You also need to answer a question briefly about your partner's topic. Anas,
Yes.
it's your turn first. Here's your task.
Okay.
I'd like you to talk about a family celebration you had recently. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say.
Okay.
You may start now.
Last holiday, I went back to Jakarta, Indonesia. We are having our annual family gathering. It was in my house, Jakarta, Indonesia. Over there are my families, my relatives, my friends, all of them in one place. We do many activities together, from dancing. We also had food together, we eat together, we sleep together, we watch movies together. And yes, I enjoy myself over there.
Okay, thank you. Tanisha,
Yes.
what was the last celebration you had?
The last celebration I had was my dad's 45th birthday. That was last week.
How did you have a good time?
Yes, I had a very good time with all my family.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet, please?
Yes.
Now, Tanisha, here's your task. I'd like you to talk about a person you admire. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say. All right, you may start now.
The person that I admire is my father. My father is a well-known professor in University of Malaya. I admire him because of many reasons. For example, he has been to many reputable universities, and he has also given many lectures in conferences. Other than that, my father is also a very strong and independent man. He is the one who has taught me to become independent and not rely on other people. My father has also taught me kindness and compassion, and he is one of the reasons that I have become the person that I am today. I am very grateful for my father, and I admire him very much.
Thank you, Tanisha. Anas, who do you admire?
The person that I admire the most is Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, because although he's old, he can still rule Malaysia as it is now.
Thank you. Can I have the
We have come to the last part, the discussion. Candidates will be given about 4 to 5 minutes to discuss on a topic. In this first phase of part 3, a stimulus will be given to help you keep the conversation going. In this part, you are required to talk and interact with your partner.
Online shopping is gaining popularity in our country. Here are some reasons why people shop online and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. Now, talk to each other about the reasons why people shop online.
Okay, I will go first. So the first reason why people shop online is because it is a time saver. You don't have to go outside and go to shops or malls. You can just easily sit at your home and pull out your phones. And it's really just at the tip of your finger.
Besides that, no crowds is also a big factor in why people shop online. People tend to like to go hassle-free without having to bump into other people, and maybe even lessen the amount of time you have to wait for the product.
Yes, I agree with that. Other points I can say is items on online are at better prices. So I think people are attracted to things that are at reasonable price.
Now you have about a minute to decide together which is the most popular reason people shop online.
In my opinion, the reason why people shop online because it is time saving, because it is actually important for people who have works in their daily life, and if they're busy, they don't have to go outside to buy the things they want. So it is very time saving for them to just shop on their phones.
What do you think about convenience, though? I think convenience does play a big impact on people shopping, because with shopping online, you don't have to even step outside of your house.
Yes, I actually do agree to that.
So I think we both agree that people shop online mainly because of its convenience.
Finally, a more general question related to the topic is asked. In this part, you are given freedom to give your own opinion. You can either agree or disagree to the statement given by the interlocutor. This gives you the opportunity to use more speculative language to express yourself.
In what ways does advertising on social media influence people buying behavior?
In my opinion, I think a lot of people find social media as a platform to shop online because platforms like Instagram and Twitter, they often showcase big names like celebrities like Kylie Jenner and everything. And when Kylie Jenner buys a specific product, it helps prompt her audience to be interested in it.
Yes, I do agree with Alia, but I would like to add another point. Nowadays, there are a method of advertising called sponsoring. It's where brands such as makeup brand Maybelline, where they sponsored celebrities or endorsers or influencers. and therefore it can attract their fans and audiences to buy the product that they sponsored.
Thank you, Amina and Alia. That's the end of the speaking test.
That's the end of the video demonstration on how SPM English Language Speaking Test is conducted. I hope by watching the sample videos, it will be easier for you to understand the test. The key is, always practice your speaking with your friends, get yourself familiar to elaborate and give details. You may also want to practice using correct intonation and pronunciation. I wish you all the best in your exams. Goodbye!